Hello and welcome to Season 4 of The Journey with Kirsty and Simon, a journey that really has only just begun. It's a podcast that gives us the opportunity to bump our gums and talk about our life and how we go about running our mountain B&B, always in our own fun, unique and irreverent way. Thank you for joining us and welcome on board.
Okay, good morning.
Yeah, looks good.
Hello, everybody. It's lunchtime. Up as 12.
Did you just say good morning to me?
I said good morning to our listeners.
But you don't know what time they're listening.
Oh, no, good point. Good point.
That's why I thought you said good morning to me. I'm like,
okay.
I'm sure we
Good
said
morning,
good morning
lover.
about 4 hours ago. Good morning, honey.
It wasn't 4 hours ago. Didn't wake up till 9 o'clock, did we? We've got in a really good routine. I'm proud of us, where we were whinging and moaning, days off and not days off, and been closed and have some downtime. We've got in a nice routine. Finally, that suits us, haven't we?
Yeah, I think it's
So
working.
a little late, a bit of Downton Abbey, cup of tea, bit cosy in bed.
Did we say that before we started watching that from the start? I think
Yeah.
so.
And then we get up and
Yeah.
work in the afternoon.
Well, more.
So we feel like we're
that's right, isn't
getting
it?
time off, don't we?
Yeah.
Although today we've got, for people that are watching on YouTube, got our log fire burning. That's the first for us. That's the first. So we're getting towards the end of January. Spain's in a cold spell.
But we were treating the wood, and it's cold and it's not drying, so we've decided to use the log fire to dry that. Basically, take the moisture out of the air in the house.
Yes, because we've
dry
stained all the
paint
wood,
and stuff.
painted all the kitchen. It looks lovely. Really, really happy the house is coming together. I'm going to talk to you about room 1 because I'm really happy with room 1 yesterday. We're finishing it off today, aren't we? Painted it, but done all the... Is it varnishing?
I've not
Stained
even
the
brushed
wood?
my hair, you know.
Have you not?
No.
Have you not? With your cast boiler that you had the other day on it. It was that little cow's lick there, wasn't it? Anyway, need a haircut soon. We have to go back down to Colmenar. But, yes, that's us. We're done. We're cozied up. It's a rainy day. We've got the dogs in. Another day.
Yeah.
Another dollar. Had some Valentine's. But although this is probably going to go out after Valentine's, isn't it?
I expect so.
Oh. Where are we with when's the programme go
This
out?
is episode 6, so
What
yeah.
day is it today? I don't even know.
Friday.
Is it Friday?
Yeah.
Is that a good thing? When
This
you
will
don't know what
definitely
day
go
it
out
is?
after Valentine's Day. 100%.
We're on episode 6.
Yeah.
Go us.
I know.
But we haven't quite... Monday's episode 2's got to go out and you haven't quite done it, have you?
No, but it's there. It's
We're going to have more schedules and everything.
the audio is edited.
Everything. Getting there. We are getting there. We're getting there to the point that I wanted to be. I did want to be finished by this weekend because we've got guests this weekend, we've got murder mystery this weekend. Bit of work.
Downstairs will be, though.
Downstairs will be done. Definitely diddly done. And further than what I wanted. So then upstairs, room 2.
Well, the snug is done, other than just
snug's
checking
done.
the walls, and room 2. So that, and the bathroom, so that's it.
But we know what we're doing now.
Yes.
Got the dressing gowns. We've got a trial pair of slippers. Just keep you updated, you know. We got...
It's just not too much information.
I know, but we overthink the shit out of everything. And that's what we discuss on here.
Why have we bought the slippers, Kirst? Why? What are we testing?
We're testing whether, because they're too expensive to put new slippers in for every booking without putting the price up. As we've said before, you know, it's all a budget, isn't it?
And also,
You can't
that's
just-
a waste of the Earth's resources to just buy slippers every time.
Yeah. These ones apparently can be washed.
And that's
I
what we're
don't
gonna-
think that out the washing machine they'd be any good. But let's see.
That's what we're going to test.
Because if we can get 2 times washed, then they're worth it.
Yeah.
Let's see. We've got dressing gowns.
It's
really happy with
exciting
them.
stuff here this morning at Casa KiSi.
on the edge of your seat. I spent an hour this morning learning how to fold dressing gowns. That
Mind
was our
you,
big discussion.
You've done that very well.
Beautiful.
I knew your crafting would come in handy.
Yeah, I just need to decide whether I'm going to put a little flower, a little daisy in the knot or not.
I think it'd be rude not to.
I haven't got many flowers going on this year. I used to put flowers everywhere.
You used to do
Put
that
them on
a
the
lot.
toilet rolls and everything, didn't
People used to love those little touches.
They did.
Yeah.
I've got lots of other touches going on.
I don't want to know about your touches, thanks very much.
You sure?
Yes. Maybe later.
No, it'd be too cold. I'll be too tired. I'll be out of touchery.
Enough.
Then.
Too much information.
We were talking, right?
TMI.
Should we explain our Downton Abbey, our Well,
whenever you start a conversation like this, I'm never really sure where you're going to go with it.
Do you not?
No.
Do you not?
No.
Well, I've got two things.
Although I did say this morning I should have been born in 1920.
Wow. That was a game I thought of, a brilliant game. Just off the cuff, because I've got the next 2 or 3 episodes planned. However, what
would be your era?
No, don't try and guess the game before I've said the game.
I like guessing games.
Right, what's the game then?
I don't know.
It's called Downton Abbey.
Oh, well done.
It's not called Downton Abbey. It's gone. The game is called Which Character Would You Be If You Was in Downton Abbey? Not as the actor.
Ooh.
Who would you be if you was in Downton Abbey upstairs? Now, I would say if you was upstairs, you'd definitely be Mr. Crawley.
Can I just chop in
Matthew.
here with
would
something?
Would you be Matthew Crawley? No, you'd be... What's his face? What's his...
Hey?
The Earl. What's his name?
Lord Grantham?
Yeah, you'd be Lord Grantham.
I mean, his surname is Crawley, but he's Lord Grantham.
Yeah, that's what... You'd be Lord Grantham. If you was downstairs, you'd be Molesley.
What?
Yeah, I decided...
You said I'd be Carson.
No. Carson's no. You'd be Molesley. You're more lovable than Carson.
Oh, okay.
Molesley's very lovable. He tries his best at everything.
Shall I just, because of all the downtime we've got, do you remember when I created that board game for Christmas?
Yes.
Shall I do a Downton Abbey one?
Yes.
I think that'd be really good. I wonder if I could
get the rights. Are you kidding me? You've got that much to do that I'm having to stagger it so you're not having too many tantrums. And now you want to make a board game.
Yeah, but I just had that idea. I thought that was great. That appeals to my game creation side of me.
Right. What character would you be upstairs, Downton Abbey? Because I know you think you're going to be upstairs, but you never know. You could be downstairs. I know.
I had a joke about it because I said what my luck would be. I'd be Alfred. I should have been born. I should have been born in the 20s upstairs, but what? And his son Master, yeah.
His what?
His son Master.
His son Master. Oh yeah.
I'm glad you spelt that out.
Oh yeah. God, that was funny.
I'd be.
Who would you be if you was upstairs in Downton Abbey?
Who would I want to be, or who would I?
Who do you think you'd be? Because who I think you are and who you think you are is probably different.
I think I'd be the young lad who...
Matthew Crawley?
Yeah, Matthew, yeah.
Would you?
Yeah.
Matthew. Yeah, you've got nice eyes like him. What about downstairs? You'd want to be Carson, wouldn't you? I know it.
Mrs. Patmore.
Oh, I'll be her. I wouldn't be her. Who would I be? Downstairs.
Oh, you'd be Mrs... Absolutely, 100%. The housekeeper.
Miss Hughes.
Miss Hughes, yeah, 100%.
Miss Hughes.
For those of you who haven't watched Downton Abbey, sorry for boring the pants off you.
Who would I be upstairs?
You would be Lady Grantham for sure. Oh no, you wouldn't. You'd be.
Lady Mary.
No.
I'd be the Dowager.
Yeah, that's who you'd be.
I would like to be her. What a character that is.
That must have been
great.
What a brilliantly written part. Anyway,
what a brilliant part.
We watched. This is the second time we've watched Downton Abbey.
We've Downton Abbey. Can you tell? It's great.
Right, let's move on.
Better second time round. As with our life and our marriage.
I think this is a lovely point to put a little glass ting in.
God. Oh God. Oh, back on the roller coaster. I want to talk to you about. I want to do another programme.
Oh, okay.
Right? So we've done Downton Abbey. Okay. What would be another good programme? Characters. What do we watch? What's the last one we were watching that was right into, that we were talking about on here, that we said we're right into it? Can't do Afterlife, because that's what we was talking about. I don't know then. I have to think of another programme.
Another exciting episode of The Journey with Kirsty and Simon.
That's how we roll. Well, I think
Modern
for
family,
any of you lovely people that have listened to this from the beginning over the last 2 years now, do you remember that lockdown? Do you remember that little old lockdown that the world had? I kind of feel this week we're reminiscent of that. We've kind of got a bit silly now.
Yeah.
We know where we want to be. We're ready for it. And it's just...
and we don't leave our mountain home unless we absolutely have to.
And then we moan about it when we leave.
Why do you keep looking at the camera?
I don't know why I keep looking at the camera. It's fascinating me today, that is.
It's like, hello, everybody.
Yeah, I don't know why I keep looking at the camera at all.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Right, so what's on the schedule then?
Well, what I've got on here, what on earth have I... Do you know the best thing about where I've got to with planning these episodes now?
Yeah.
Is I don't actually know what I've planned. And like today, was quite happily eating my omelette. Raw onion and tomato in an omelette, just saying, raw. Not that I'm ungrateful or anything like that, but you cook the onions a little bit too much.
Oh, really?
Just a little bit too much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're crunchier and sweeter if they're raw. Anyway, moving on. Because it's the only breakfast he's cooked me. I do cook you a lot of breakfast.
Don't start this again. Let's leave it there, shall we?
I don't actually know what's on this list. So the list is a surprise to me as much as it is to you, my lover. Right, if you come here in February, what I did want to say, and it is a question to you as well, we're retiling the pool here. And we're retiling it in April. Now, I wanted to say about this on the last one.
Late March,
because
early
we started talking about the weather, didn't we?
It wants to be done. It wants to be done for Easter. Easter Sunday is the 9th, so it really needs to be done last
9th
week
of March or 9th of April?
9th of April. Really needs to be done.
Oh, you know what I haven't done?
Last week of March, first bit of April. What?
Is wrote in the diary. You've got a couple of nights' work, haven't you?
Is it the 10th and the 11th or the 11th?
Again, what I say, lots of information unnecessary. I won't say where and what you're doing then.
No, I wasn't going to do that. I was just telling you the dates. Doesn't matter, does it?
Right.
This will go
I
out
need
after.
to write that down.
This will go out after that. I can say, all right, the 17th and 29th.
Okay. Don't get
5th and the
snitty
14th.
with me. Some people could say we spend too much time together.
Yeah.
What should we do today?
Work.
Yeah. What are we doing today?
We're doing the finishing off room 1.
You're not telling me, you're telling the peoples.
Oh, really?
I know what we're doing today.
Well, no, I thought this was a conversation between me and you. I thought that was the point that people kind of listen into. Isn't that the point of our podcast?
Is it?
Yeah. We don't. What we do is we talk about things.
Talk about things we've already talked about. I know there's things we talk about that we don't.
Yeah, but fundamentally, I think people listen because it's just a conversation between us, and we're.
Why are you thinking why people listen? You'll never know that.
Oh, yeah, but I like to think that.
Be completely different reasons why people listen.
I always try and find the bit that I don't know or understand. That's the problem with me, isn't it?
Problem with something. It's a lot, lover. We found something out about Spain. Lived in Spain for many years. And I found out a fascinating fact, didn't we? 2 facts recently. Look at your face, so confused. Rabbit in the headlights right there. A black and white sign.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, and the pennies drop. There we go. Here, butt in now, and he will finish the sentence.
No, you carry on.
No,
Why?
What do the black and white signs mean in Spain? Now, if you're in particularly rural...
Why'd you ask me a question and then carry on?
I'm just setting it up, because I know you're going to butt in, because you couldn't bear the thought of me getting it wrong. Particularly rural, wouldn't be in a city, because that would be odd. You get a little black and white square sign. What are you doing? Weirdo. I'm not even going to explain it, so people are just thinking you're doing something really weird. If they haven't watched YouTube.
Well, they'll have to watch it then, won't they? See what I'm doing.
Will that be in reverse on there?
Don't know.
Anyway, black and white sign, square, half white, half black, triangles. And I've seen them everywhere. And what do they mean, Bestie? We found out what they meant,
Well, I Googled them and tried to find out, and then I'm assuming that our friend told us the truth, but apparently it means that it's a hunting area. Yeah. So people are allowed to hunt within that area, so be cautious, because people might have guns.
They're everywhere around here, obviously. We're completely rural, and that's what I said, you do get them rurally, but you see them. Now, it's one of them things, now I've told you about it, you'll see them everywhere. You will see them.
Yeah, probably not on the beach.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. And the other thing that goes along with that we found out is when you get a sign that's got a picture of a deer on, because we joke, because there's a sign just down the road, on just a couple of kilometres away from here, it's got a picture of a deer on.
Yeah.
And we always go, well, we've lived here a year now.
I've never seen a deer.
Never seen a deer. Never seen a deer. Don't mean that, does it?
Just means animals.
Just means animals. Never knew that. And I don't know if it means that in England, I wonder.
Who knows?
It's not that specific animal. In fact, it's far from it. Although why they picked a deer, I'd like to know.
I want to say in the UK I've seen signs like that with cows on, but I can't remember.
Yeah, you see cows, don't you, and horses on them. So it really shouldn't be a specific animal, because actually what they're thinking of putting on round here is wild boar.
Well, they are doing it. That's a definite. Yeah.
Because there's a big wild boar thing going on.
I never knew that.
Although, a couple of my kids live down the coast, don't they? Right, just after, like in the Mias Costa area.
Why are you supposed to be more specific?
In the Mias Costa area. Do you get pleasure out of picking me up and telling me I'm wrong?
Constantly. That's what I live my life for.
And they've got a real problem with wild boar. Real problem.
Every time you say that, I just want to go, wild boar!
Wild boar! Wild boar!
Wild boar!
Wild boar! Who was that you... Oh... Actually, you know who you are.
Wild
you lovely
Boys.
pair.
What film was that from?
Who, I was trying to say, we were in the car going, wild boar, laughing at that. And you know who you are, you lovely pair. Come round to you for lunch, and we had wild boar for lunch. And it was as much as I could do with my little Basil here. I went, you do that once. He went, I've just got a burning desire to shout.
That's where it started from.
Wild boar. Oh, it's so delicious. We ate wild boar.
I know, it was lovely, but
my God.
that was where it came from.
I know. We laughed
at
all
the
the way
dinner
home.
table. I just wanted to shout out, wild boar! La da 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 da. Wild boar!
You should have done. They wouldn't have minded. They would have laughed.
They'd have thought I was weird.
They do anyway.
I was waiting, I set you up for that completely. Is there actually any structure to this podcast whatsoever?
Yeah, I'm going along my list.
Oh, okay.
Right, next.
Because I thought our podcast was all meant to be about us, how
Stop
we work.
overthinking the podcast.
Mindfulness, manifestation and mental health.
And? So you're criticising how I'm planning the podcast?
No.
Which is my job.
No, not at all.
All you have to do is answer questions on the podcast. Okay. You don't know what's happening.
No, because in my own head I've had my own conversation, which means that those topics will crop up when they apply.
Okay.
So I've answered my own question.
It's chewy beans.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm glad you said that and not that. I hate that word.
What? Chewy beans?
No, that chill and what is it? Mixes two words together, doesn't it? Chillax. Oh, God.
When do I ever say that? You're mixing me up with someone else now.
No, you never do, but I'm saying I'm glad you didn't say it.
You don't like chillax?
No, it does me head in.
Really?
Yeah, I like the word moist.
I'm making a...
Can we talk about moist?
I'm making a note of chillax, so that's going to come up a few times. In fact, that will be the title of this podcast. We went out.
I love that. Something always comes up.
Something always comes up.
Before that, it was going to be...
Wild boar.
No, well, it could be.
No, but you can't just write wild boar, because you have to go wild boar. You can't even say it.
That's true, yeah.
In a normal way. Say wild boar.
Maybe
wild boar.
I reckon we might have created a new catchphrase.
Wild boar.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. We need to get out, lover.
It was the cast boiler. I was going to call it cast boiler before that, but we've not really talked about that. So
okay, then. You don't want to talk about that?
No.
Your cast boiler?
No, I don't know.
No?
No.
Okay, then. You went out with your cast boiler, didn't you?
Why did you think when I said cast boiler,
you
it was
confused
cast
me so
boiler?
much. And the thing is, with Simon, if you know him, if you think you know him, Simon will come out with the words, and I have no idea what he's on about, and he comes out with very special words that only, like, the Earl of Grantham would come out with. And he has to explain them. My problem is, I don't mind that, but my problem is when Simon comes out with normal words and I don't understand him, because then I question my mental state. So, for example, you walked into our dressing room and he come in and he had like a curl on the top of his head.
A big old quiff that looked like a ski jump. Big old slick,
ski jump curl, his hair was sticking up, right? And he come in and looked at me and he went, is it okay to go out with this car? This is what I heard. Is it okay to go out with this cast boiler? And I just went, yeah. It was like a cast boiler. So then I've carried on getting dressed thinking, a cast boiler? Why would he call that a cast boiler? And I'm thinking, and this is what you've done to me, I'm thinking, is it like an old-fashioned posh word for a curl on the top of his head?
Is that really what you were thinking? No way.
And I'm thinking, a cast boiler, is that what they used to be called or something?
I nearly spat me tea out.
And I was so confused that I can't question him because he was a little bit grumpy anyway, and I thought I'm just not even going to go there because he won't just be like, you never understand anything that I'm saying. Well, and you never even said car spoiler, did you? What did you say?
Car spoiler.
Car spoiler. See where the...
Because I said
you was calling that a car spoiler. Cause...
It was because I moved so fast, it was beneficial to my drag reduction.
And he went, are you sure this car spoiler? And I still never heard this car spoiler is okay. And I was like, why are you calling it a car spoiler?
You're laughing about it now, I can't believe it.
Because why would you...
Because when I explained it, that was it. You were laughing for about 10 minutes just because you misunderstood it.
Oh dear, that's so bad, so bad.
Chuckle.
Yeah, so you need a date night when we just go through the pleasure of stuff like that.
Well, it's Friday.
Clarify that, anyone that was worried.
I didn't think you'd want to go out in weather like this.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No, I thought that this morning when we were getting up.
You can't say that now I've just said it, you've ruined it.
Have I?
Yeah.
You don't want to go anywhere though, do you?
No. Absolutely not.
Chicken and mushroom pie tonight.
Chicken and mushroom. You've got chicken out the freezer, homemade.
Oh no, have I? Heck. I'll do that in a minute.
Or we could go into Colmenar.
We're not going to want to go out in this. It's going to be nice the next few days.
I don't want to go out. I don't want to go out. I absolutely 100% don't
want to go out. No, we'll get the chicken out. It'll be defrosted by Friday of next week.
Oh. And we'll see Des alone in front of the fire.
Don't know if they can.
Bless them, bless them. Yeah, we went out the other day. We had to go down to the Land of People. Come back. We was out for hours, weren't we? Derek was out. Met us on the road.
Yeah, bless him. He seemed pleased to see us, though.
Link. And it's literally, that's where it comes from, isn't it? A weak link. Here, find it. So there's a little bit of fencing, 1.5 foot long.
Yeah, about that.
So we've got metal posts in the bottom of the chain link fencing because he'll either go over or go under. So if you put metal posts in the bottom, then he can't go under because they're
linked through it and they're solid, so they won't push through something.
But where we've weaved it in and out of the chain link at the bottom, we actually forgot a weave. So if that makes sense, if I explain that right. So there was about 1.5 foot that had no weave, and that was literally the weak link that he found.
And he managed to push it, yeah. He goes along and nudges everything until he finds a weak point.
Yeah. God.
I know.
Anyway, I think he was grateful to be back in. He wouldn't have gone far. He doesn't go far. He never goes far.
He'd have wandered out and then come back, and he'd have been wandering around here all day.
All day long.
And he'd have been cross with himself.
He'd have been very cross.
He'd have had he'd have sent himself a strongly worded email if he could, and he knew what it was.
He knew exactly what it was. Right, I've got next thing on here. I've got olive oil on bread, €3 with coffee. What's that I've wrote down there? Why did I want to discuss that? No idea. Oh, I know why. I know exactly why. So our local venter, we popped out the other day and stopped in there for coffee on the way back, and we had very classic Spanish breakfast, one of my favourites. I'm trying to think who it is and if they listen to this podcast.
Toasted bread with tomato and olive oil.
There's a guest that we have here who loves it, and I think that listens to this. I think it's Nikki who loves it all the time.
Okay.
I can't remember. That come to me. I have a Nikki, it's not Hayley. Anyway. So you get, toasted baguette, patufo, and then you get a tomato-y...
Well, it's just blended fresh tomato, really, with some salt.
And local olive oil, hopefully, with salt. So you put the olive oil on first, then you put the tomato, then you put the salt. It's lovely, it's really healthy, it's very common.
It's delicious.
And with a coffee, it's great. You can get it anywhere. Anywhere. And you can have beer with it if you want. People do, don't they? Police do. Guardia do when they go into any venter.
Coffee and brandy.
Coffee and brandy with that. It's very, very common. And we come out and it was €3, wasn't it, each? You had a hot chocolate. €6. And I thought that was expensive. I actually thought that was expensive. And you were shocked because you thought it was cheap.
Well, I thought it was par for the course for a rural venter.
Par for the course. Where's that come from, that saying?
Golf.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the standard, it's the average. Par for the course, if you hit the hole in par, that's what you should do. Yeah, par for the course, yeah. So in other words, if you go round, if it's a par 72, the golf course, and you go round in 72 shots, you've gone round in par for the course. So that's what most people... If everyone was the same standard, that's what that standard of golf course is.
So do you think that was par for the course?
Yeah, I think so.
€2
€1 for a coffee and €2 for a patufo with tomato and olive oil. Good God, yeah.
Isn't it funny? Funny, ha ha.
How could you make it any cheaper?
Well, in the village, it's like 2 or 2.50. for that.
What, with a coffee?
Yeah, at the Balcon Hotel.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's 2 or 2.50.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I bet it's 2.50.
Might be.
So it's 50 cents.
Yeah.
And you haven't been there, have you, in a couple of months?
No,
So
it's freezing.
Maybe they put it up.
It's my summer thing. Probably have put it up, actually. In fact, I haven't been there since about June.
Put it this way, with the cost of living increases and everything like that, and where we've been under pressure with what we've done and what we're doing to make a profit.
I bet it was 2.50. I'm going to go to the Balcon and have a look at that.
Yeah,
Have a
but
look at that.
€3, hey. €3 for breakfast. Phew, that'll do, pig.
Anyways, my next thing on the list, exciting thing, is, which I was talking to you about earlier, doing something I've never done before today. Probably, well, I can't say I never do it again because you don't know about grandchildren, but I'm going to graduation in July, aren't we?
Yeah.
Going to graduation. Never. First member of my family in any generation to graduate, I believe.
You're definitely going. I'll go if we can.
We're both, yeah, it depends on the dates. We've got to get the date and then see if we've got any bookings. But, yeah, it's one of them. I realised that with graduations, I don't know the protocol, don't know what to wear. I'm finding out, I'm talking to people, you know, I've got a voice in my head, but I don't know what to wear, don't know what you do afterwards, discussing with you, wasn't it? What do you do after? Do you go out for a meal? Do you go out for like a family meal, or do you...
You can do whatever you like, to be fair.
Yeah, but there will be a tradition, and he will want to do the traditional way, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I would say that was, as we discussed, which was attend the ceremony, go out for a meal with your nearest and dearest, and then he goes out with his mates and throws his hat up in the air and stuff.
Don't you do that? I've seen pictures.
Yeah, you
of
do
that.
You do that at the
I said we're
all
getting
together,
him that.
but
We've got to hire that
they
for
go
him.
out. Yeah.
70 quid to hire that.
Oh,
Robin, bloody bastard.
Well, to be fair, it's only bought for one time of the year,
isn't it? So you just have them, mortarboard and a cape, rent it for 70 quid for the day, get it dry clean. That's a business and a half, isn't it? Near a uni.
Yeah, and you only have to work for like 3 weeks of the year.
Yeah. Day before, day back, take a deposit.
Outlay though, isn't it, to start with?
Yeah, it was a good little business though, that. Anyway, yeah, so we're doing that, but I don't know whether we should actually... Bailey's dreaming. That, I should have wrote that down, what do dogs dream of? Derek was dreaming.
How on earth is anyone ever going to answer that?
Might know. Someone might know.
Okay.
Do you not think?
No.
No way? Well, you'd know if there's having a happy dream or a scary dream.
Put it this way, if people could know what dogs dream about, they'd know what we do.
Yes, but they'd know if they was having a happy dream or a scary dream or, you know.
It could just be I think dogs have similar types of sleep to us, so it could just be a body twitch part of the sleep.
A body twitchy sleep.
Yeah, as the brain relaxes or closes down or shuts off, or I don't know.
We better go do some work.
Hey?
We have got a lot to do.
What else we got? We got time for something else.
Have we?
Yeah.
I don't know what else I want to talk about. Got a graduation. We've got to go and do room 1. We're on overthink that because we've got the tea trays in there. Yay!
God, we overthink everything, don't we?
But is that not good? We was walking around Mercadona the other day discussing cheese. Probably too long. Probably for too long. I think people probably walked past us. Get off my pad.
I wanted to cross something out.
People. We discussed
the
cheese,
line,
and then you went, "Oh, it's really good. I really like how we discuss things." We wasn't discussing. We were arguing over Edam in Mercadona because we were both hungry, we was both tired.
Put it out there. Talk about it. Cheese boards.
Cheese boards? Well, no, because how we do our normal cheese board or how we do our cheese board on a murder mystery is different. So it's not really a discussion topic. We were discussing whether to have hard cheese on it or not. I mean, our life is sit on the seat of your pants. Innit? We are on this roller coaster and we're flying like a pair of flyers. We are in Mercadona discussing Edam. If you are still awake...
I do feel like a jet fighter pilot doing this, I must admit.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. I'm going to slam on the brakes, it's going to fly right by.
Am I blowing smoke out? It's not
because your breath's hot because of the coffee.
Oh. Fly in my coffee?
Fly.
Rude fly. Do you think that in a minute? Dozy flies.
Do I think flies are getting ruder?
Yeah.
I think it's society. I think it's society in general.
I think flies are getting ruder. I think they've got a bit of neck on them. Because, yes, last night there was one fly in the office. We're holed up in the office, cosy, lovely bit of tea, sweet and sour veg, and egg fried rice, you cooked. And I had a fly, rude fly, on the edge of my pasta bowl. Just sat there. And then it walked into my egg fried rice and didn't move when I flicked it away.
I think it's just lonely.
A lonely, rude fly.
I mean, if you're a fly knocking about now, there ain't many about, is there?
Do you think that one in there's his mate? Or do you think it's the same one?
It could be the same one. They live for a few days.
Same fly?
Could be.
Fly. Shit, rude fly. Actually, if it stayed in the office last night, it'd be a dead fly, because we think we got carbon monoxide poisoning last night.
Yeah, got to change the boiler. Got to change the gas fire. Yeah, change the regulator.
It would be a dead fly. Be grateful we're not sleeping in the office, because we wouldn't be recording this podcast today.
No, but yeah, we figured it out. I don't know what the title's going to be now.
Chillax, fly.
What can it not be?
A lonely, rude fly.
Lonely, rude fly. Yeah.
Oh, wobble. Wobble. You could go wobble. Please sing it. It's a big song to the tune of Duran Duran. Did Duran Duran sing it?
Wild Boys.
Wobble.
I think so.
Wild Boys.
I couldn't tell you
Please
exactly.
let it be Duran Duran.
That's not my era.
Was you Duran Duran or Take That?
What? How can you be Duran Duran or Take That? They're totally different eras. Duran Duran were...
It wasn't.
Duran Duran Spandau Ballet. That was the two.
That was it. I didn't like either.
How can you get Spandau Ballet confused with Take That a lot, do you?
No. It was Take That or...
I'd have been Spandau
Take
Ballet.
That or My Boys.
Westlife.
Forever. Forever.
Do you know, I feel like this podcast has taken us back to our early days of podcasting.
What?
It feels like,
What?
Absolutely no content whatsoever.
Yeah. Look, we tried. We're into episode 6.
Just a complete
We
lot
tried.
of
We tried to schedule it. We've tried to have episodes planned. We tried to have a subject. But you go back to naturally what?
We go back to what we do best, Kirsty.
Well, not necessarily.
I only used our surname for that.
Did you?
Yeah.
So what you done there?
See it.
Wobble.
Thanks for listening, everyone. See you next time.
Should we see how many times we could say that today? Unexpectedly. Game on.
We're going now. Bye.
You were listening to The Journey with Kirsty and Simon. Please rate, review and subscribe if you like what we do. And don't forget to check out our website, Casa KiSi.com, for all our accommodation offers. We'll see you next time.